Hi Libra, this is going to be your love and life message for the end of July. As always, keep in mind it's a general reading. It might not resonate with everyone that watches. Things can be opposite and roles could be reversed as well. Please keep that in mind. If you're new, welcome to Libra Nation. Welcome to our gang and our tribe. This channel is exclusively for Libra and also Sagittarius. I get a lot of downloads for those two signs, so I gave you guys your own channel. If you want to see readings for all 12 zodiac signs, you can check out my other channel called Soma Chandra Tarot. Link to my website for private readings and human design and astrology services is down in the description below. All right, Libra Nation, let's get into it. Out of my first oracle deck came for this last week of July, the Sacred Temple in reverse, Family, Friends, and Guides in reverse, and then the Loving Woman in the upright. Behind a mask is at the bottom of the deck. Someone has a consciousness of lack. They're worried about money. Hang on, let me pull both of these oracle decks together for you. And I was like, okay, well, tell me more, please, Spirit. Out of the Colette Baron Reed Animal Oracle deck, Lion Spirit, be generous of heart. Giraffe, see the bigger picture. Be loyal to what you love. Dog Spirit is in reverse, but Elephant, learn from the past. You see clearly now. Owl, there you are. That's your bird. That's your animal. Watch your words is at the bottom of the deck. Love is all around you is in reverse. It's time to let go. Okay. For my feminines, some of you feel the need to be very supportive of a person who feels like they have no direction, nowhere to go, or maybe you're dealing with a loving woman who needs help and guidance and love. With the Sacred Temple in reverse, someone may feel sort of kicked out of the Garden of Eden, or they don't have support. Someone may be sort of like losing their religion as well. That's an old song that came out by REM when I was a kid. I'm hearing it right now. Listen to the song by REM called Losing My Religion. Those of you old enough to know the song. But I feel like some of you are going to be there and be very generous and supportive to a person who feels like they themselves don't have any support. Also, some of you may not feel like you have any friends, families, guidance, a sacred temple to pray in, a place to call home. A person may come in and be very loving and generous to you at that time this week. They could be very supportive, very encouraging, or you will have to be that for someone else. Their mask is coming off. They might have been hiding things from you. They're not going to now. Any of you that have felt like you couldn't be the real you, it's Leo season now, and Leo really wants us to be confident and fulfill our healthy ego and be very authentic. And some of you feel like you have to stop hiding behind something. You have to be the real you. But I'm mostly hearing that someone will drop a pretense with you. And they may reveal to you, actually, I don't have the support of those around me that you think that I do. This person may be very worried about money. You are being encouraged to watch your words. Like, be careful with what you say. And here's the lion again, and it is Leo season. So with the loving woman and the lion coming out, Leo is always teaching us generosity of spirit. Be compassionate, be diplomatic, tame like your raw emotion and your pride and any intense emotion and your desire. It's like a what would Jesus do kind of moment. It's important to see the bigger picture now. I think you see someone very clearly now. I also think that you're wondering how loyal you should be to someone, or I'm feeling like someone is really slighted and they don't feel like they have the kind of support or friendship or loyalty. I kind of get the sense that some of you see what's really going on. You've been through something like this before. I think that some of you will be in a scenario at the end of the month where you could really, Libras were the givers of sound advice. And what I say about Libra is we deliver the truth with a spoonful of sugar, but not all the time. I'm a Libra too, as most of you know. We can be really, really mouthy and really direct and kind of curt and sharp. And you could tell a person, look, I've seen this all along. I've learned this lesson before. I see the bigger picture now. Like you've been associated with folks that like really aren't there for you at all. If you feel displaced, it's because you've been barking up the wrong tree. Are you stupid? Like you could add that "are you stupid" part at the end, but you're not going to. Like I'm hearing you're just going to have to be loving and generous and bite your tongue. Some of you are dealing with a Libra. Some of you are dealing with a person who's really getting in touch with like their deeper motivations, why they've been loyal to who they've been loyal to. You see the bigger picture now. Conversely, some of you are just feeling that way in general. Like some of you are really starting to realize that who you've been spending time with, like you've been generous of spirit. You've been very clear. You've been very loving, but you're realizing maybe I'm with the wrong group of people. Maybe they're shallow. Maybe this person isn't the great friend that I thought they were. There's like this, like you do have a bigger overview effect right now with see the bigger picture. You could say mouthy, shitty things. So but you're not going to. If any of you are feeling this way, like you've been so loving, but you're starting to see that some of the people around you they're not birds of a feather. They don't have the same ideals and concepts, and they don't want the same things out of life that you do. And I'm hearing they don't place value on the same things that you do. It's time to look for a new tribe. You shouldn't have to bend to fit in. But I feel like for a few of you, that's going to be advice that you're giving another person. Libra, I think that you've been in a relationship with someone that's been, I don't know if it's been a situationship or not, but I feel like you're kind of waiting for some kind of an answer from them, and they're thinking about anything else but they're very distracted by other things. They may be talking to someone else, and I'm going to say that up front because you look very hurt, but that you're going to be very strong as well. I'm also hearing that some of you may kind of get some bad news. Someone may tell you that someone has died, lost a home, something bad has happened. They're maybe making like a funeral arrangement, something like that. This person's not necessarily going to be super emotional. They're going to think more about like money and home and the will and the estate and all that. I'm sensing that for a few of you, there could be some kind of a family event that might involve a funeral or the reading of a will, and you could go, but I think you think it's better if you don't go. I'm hearing that as well. I'm seeing it a little in the cards, but I'm hearing it now. So the overall energy of the person around you is the King of Swords. There you are. For some of you, that's you. Others of you, you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarian, masculine, or just a very smart, straightforward guy. The way someone's feeling is the Three of Wands. You're being seen as the Page of Swords. I think you're watching and waiting to see what this person will do. What you need to know or your advice is the Eight of Wands, messages, and the final outcome is the High Priestess. But I have the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. There's like this disappointment. You may need to come in and cheer someone up. Like they may get bad news, but if someone gets bad news around you, Libra, good news will come in for them soon. And you need to know that. In the meantime, you might need to cheer them up, or it's like, maybe you had feelings for this person that you wanted to explore, but I have an Ace of Cups here and you look hurt. For some of you, someone's going to break it to you that they don't want to be in a serious relationship with you. They're too focused on other things. And they might be, if you've been wondering if someone that you have feelings for is seeing someone else, I'm not getting another feminine here, but I am getting that they're keeping messages between themselves and maybe another person's secret. So keep that in mind, okay? And I think your intuition is finally telling you something that's difficult for you to see. So with this King of Swords, you could be dealing with another air sign like yourself. But clarifying this, it's odd. It took me a minute. I had to sit here and drink my chai for a bit and figure out, and then I finally heard it. We have Temperance, Sagittarius, the Seven of Wands, but then the Nine of Cups. This could be like, you could be trying to celebrate someone and cheer them up and they don't want to hear it. I'm also hearing that someone might not be invited to something that they wanted to be. I'm also hearing that this person, Like you, Libra, they have a very logical side. People don't realize this about Libras. Everyone thinks that we're all sweet and nice and people-pleasy. That's only true to a point. Of all the air signs, Libra are actually known to have this very cold side. We can be way colder than Aquarius and Gemini. Like we can be, we just like turn off our feelings sometimes. I feel like this person's doing that. I think that there's something that they don't want to talk about, but at the same time, they're like, yeah, everything's fine. It's fine. This person may kind of blow you off and act like everything is fine. It's like, they're like, I don't want to talk about that. Let's just have a drink, is what I'm seeing here. I am hearing there might be a party of some kind that someone isn't invited to. And maybe they come and tell you that and you're like, oh my God, that sucks. See, I told you they weren't your friends. You might be the person saying that to the sky. But I feel like this person's kind of blowing you off a bit and pretending everything's kind of fine. I clarified their feelings quite a bit. The way this person's feeling is the Three of Wands. Now, because you're the Page of Swords, I think you feel like this person's sort of turning their back on you at the end of the month, or that the Three of Wands, this person isn't going anywhere, Libra, but they are distracted. You're waiting to see what will happen next. You're watching very closely. You could be having a long distance relationship with this person, or even if this is your partner, it's like they're being kind of weird. I'm hearing they're just, regardless of the scenario, they're very distracted by other things. And you're curious about when they're going to turn around and talk to you about what they're standing here on the shoreline thinking about, what dreams may come. This person is thinking about the future. It is possible that they're at a distance from you, but the Three of Wands can sometimes indicate relocation, moving. Yeah. And I was like, all right, well, what's underneath this? Clarifying this is the Nine of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Well, I don't care what zodiac sign he is. This is a person that's got their mind on their money and their money on their mind, and they're nervous about it. This person may have like high earning potential. At times, this person might even be a little shallow, but that's only true if you know it. This person's very focused on health, wealth, time, money, having it all, being able to provide. This is a good catch, a person who's very grounded and very down to earth and who does care about the pentacle realm. But they're anxious about that. I think that this person has high expectations of themselves. I wanted to know what that Nine of Swords was about because they're worried about the money and the finances. They might be like a business owner or something like that, or maybe they have a lot of property or real estate. They're thinking about this in the future. This could be someone that they are worried about that's at a distance from them, another masculine. So I clarified the Nine of Swords and I got the Four of Wands, which is a home, the Two of Cups, and the Hangman. This person's definitely thinking about stability. This person's seeing something from a different point of view. If they don't want to talk to you directly about this, or this King of Swords doesn't want to talk to the King of Pentacles, or needs to talk to the King of Pentacles, they might look how in this deck, the Hangman is losing coins, and this person cares a lot about coins. So this might be like a business partner or something like that you're doing business with, or that they're doing business with. They're worried about maybe like where a business will be set up, a home, a property. The King of Swords may want to talk to the King of Pentacles and be like, look, I can't afford that, or this isn't going the way we want it to. I'm kind of stuck in this situation. If they're not wanting, if the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords are just two different aspects of the same person, this person's really looking themselves in the mirror, is what they're doing. And they have to face something that's difficult for them to face with the Nine of Swords and the Hangman. And they're so distracted about this. They're so distracted about this relationship they have with the King of Pentacles or their own relationship with the material plane. Mercury is going retrograde. It went retrograde and it is retrograding in Leo. Please check out my Instagram reel about it, you guys. I've jammed on Somachandra74 is my Instagram. I jam-packed a lot of info in it about everything like that we can do to have like reevaluate our relationship with the material plane, because Venus is not all about love. It's also about our relationship with the second house, which is money, resources, assets. And the reason I bring all that up is because I think that is what this person is doing. They're thinking so much about stability, sustainability, abundance. They're in a situation they're not really happy with. They need this stability. And they're really thinking about the future. Really thinking about the future. And something could be making them happy, but also worried at the same time. Super distracted by all this. Meanwhile, you're like, yeah, I know. I wonder what's going to happen next. Clarifying this is the Magician, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. For some of you, this person is an entrepreneur. Some of you are looking for funding. You're looking for money. And you're calling all four corners of the globe here. Someone's looking for money. They might be asking for it. Support me, fund me, back my company, help us buy this home, this property, something like that. It's going to be great. They keep maybe like getting doors slammed in their face, but they're not going to quit. And you're watching, you're waiting to hear the next thing. I also think that some of you may have sent this person a message and they haven't responded yet. Like you're not even sure if they received your message or not. And you're waiting for this response. You're waiting for a response from them. For my masculines, you told her no, and she is not going to leave you be. Yeah, you told her no, she's not going to leave you be. She also pretends everything is fine. Okay, they tell me to move on. Only like one or two of you need to hear that. So there's like this waiting to see what will happen here. And here's what you need to know are your advice. The Eight of Wands, messages, communication. Clarifying this is the Seven of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. This is secret communication. Also, some of you may see someone's text messages over their shoulder. You may open up their computer or something, or maybe I'm hearing that while they're at your place, they log on to their computer, your computer, and you see some messages that you didn't expect to see. You're going to keep that to yourself. You're going to keep a lot to yourself. For some of you, you need to know that this person is seeking love elsewhere, that like they're hiding this from you, or they're seeking an opportunity. This person feels the need to be strategic and keep a lot to themselves for a reason. And I think that that bothers you with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups. You're like, what's going on? I do think that some of you do need to hear that if you suspected he was dating someone else or attempting to, I think that he is, and it might be a long distance relationship. He may think he'll do very well financially if he moves and relocates and looks for something somewhere else. This may be you too, like seeing something from a different point of view. It's like something to celebrate, but you're not sure it should be celebrated. Some of you need to hear, don't give up on your romantic partner, especially like if you're in a great marriage, like you're married, husband, wife. Your partner has another trick or two up their sleeve that will lead to a new beginning that is good for both of you. Good for both of you. If you're single, this is a little shady because the final outcome is the High Priestess. And this is someone listening to their intuition. Some of you have a Pisces moon, Cancer moon, maybe. Scorpio too. Scorpio is like a spider. They miss nothing. We miss nothing. I have Scorpio in my chart. But clarifying, this is the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Some of you, your intuition is telling you that you're in a third-party situation or that you've been friend-zoned and you just don't want to hear that. I do see that a feminine is being rejected and it's difficult for her to see that. Someone may be left out of something here. And it's heartbreaking. It breaks someone's heart. This is usually like the third part. I haven't gotten this card combination in a really long time. This is like realizing that you're the third wheel, or I also think that someone is trying to decide whether or not they tell you we can only just be friends. I do think that someone does sort of feel kicked out or cast out of a group as well. I'm hearing multiple messages, multiple layers. I think some things are happening in your life that are like playing out in slightly subtly, like subtle different ways in multiple parts of your life. But you're listening to your intuition about this person. And it's like, it's hard for you to see what it is that you see. I also think that some of you may feel like you're missing out on something because this person won't tell you what's really going on. Some of you really need to ask someone that you're involved with to like communicate with you better. Because this isn't great between romantic partners. If that's happening between two romantic partners that love each other, it's because someone's feeling insecure to be themselves. So this is what this person has to say to you, Libra. This isn't goodbye. You feel like home to me. You're my favorite. Other people's opinions, and I'm sorry. It's not the right time. There's something unclear. Let me go. Okay. You really feel like home to this person. This person likes to share good news with you too. You're my favorite. You're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. And the first thought when I have news to share, you're my person. This person might consider you like a soulmate, like one of their best friends, and you really feel like home. They don't want to fully say goodbye to you, but with this other people's opinions card, this is a big one. I feel bound by my culture and my family's beliefs on how I should live my life. I'm working towards breaking free from limiting myself based on their beliefs. So this could be like a family, a culture thing. We're all conditioned by the way we're raised. I'm also hearing someone selling a home that like they grew up in. It's their favorite. They don't want to leave it. They're very nostalgic about home. Something's not working out entirely between the two of you, and they're sorry. This person's going to say something that disappoints you. And it's not that they're so much putting you dead last, it's that they have more priorities, other priorities in their life. Here's their overall expression through the tarot. The Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, but then the Moon and the Two of Wands. Look how the King of Wands is looking at the King of Swords, and he is inspired by her. She's very smart, and he's very creative and dynamic. But he doesn't really know, masculine doesn't really know how he feels. And he's like, I feel like she's here. Some of you gave this person like a great idea, and you have been smart and given them good advice. And so now he's looking at his magic wand, like, what can I do with my wand? But he's just not sure what to do moving forward. And he has more than one choice. And underneath the Two of Wands, I have the Knight of Pentacles, death, and the Five of Cups. Something about an ending that they can't get over. Someone may have died. A Scorpio could have been involved. A Pisces as well. I feel like this person is definitely going to tell you something that hurts and disappoints you, because I do have that over here. They are sorry about that. They are changing and transforming, but they're slow to change, very slow to change. This person also struggles to let go of conditioning and step outside of a comfort zone. Like if I had gotten the Tower and the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords, any of the other knights, I would say that this person was really ready to break free from other people's opinions, because there's something about you that like you feel like home to them. They don't want to say goodbye to you. You're their favorite. But I feel like this person is bound to something emotionally that has nothing to do with you, Libra. They feel guilty. They feel bad. They can't let an ending go. They can't let a death go. They won't let go of other people's opinions. A relationship that something may be ending for them, that it's ending in this very slow, unconscious way. When death comes, it's a slow, subtle change that many of us really aren't aware of until we are, but you see clearly, like, you know what's going on, I think. Like, I feel like with learn from the past and you see clearly now, you see what's going on. You see the bigger picture. You're going to keep your mouth shut too, or you're being encouraged to, like, love is all around you. I feel like you're going to say, you want to say to this person, babe, you aren't getting the support that you think you are. Like, you don't surround yourself with good people. Like, I am the only good person in your life, you know? But they struggle to let go of stuff from their past, and it's propelling their new decisions. And this looks like it hurts you, based on your reaction, because the way you're responding to this, Libra, is your strength, the Three of Swords, you're the Empress, and you're the Ten of Swords. And underneath this is like just a little more. What comes after the Ten of Swords? The High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. I should have listened to my intuition. That's what I'm hearing. I should have listened to my intuition. You're tapped in, Libra. You have clarity. You know the truth. You know where something is going. You guys, pay attention to your downloads about the future. If you have set any long-term goals, if you have any downloads that are coming to you about anything, when I get the High Priestess to the Ace of Swords, that's Spirit saying your intuition is dead ass right. You're going to make some gnarly on point predictions, especially some of you that need to learn to trust your intuition. Write your intuitive downloads down now and see if they come true later, like a year from now. Some of you are making like 10-year predictions about your life. I also think that someone may die, like with the Ten of Swords and death coming out. This could even be like, this might not be you. This might be a mother figure. Someone may have like a terminal illness and it's difficult to deal with, but you knew it was coming. Some of you will also predict someone's death or the ending of a cycle. You know it will be painful. Others of you, it's like, you're like, okay, I could react to this, but I can't. This is really heartbreaking for me. I'm going to be very generous of spirit. I'm still going to stand here and be nurturing, even though I feel totally stabbed in the back and this is killing me. Someone's mother may get a pretty fatal diagnosis of some kind. You always knew it. I think you knew this would happen too. You're hurt. You're predicting someone else's pain. You are showing up here very smart, but I have the Ace of Cups here with the Magician and the Emperor and the Hierophant. Someone's ready for a serious commitment, though. Some of you are about to get a really good new job. Wow, Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands is down here. Libra, you will go in a good direction, especially for my feminines. Other than that, we've got a feminine that's really, really set on making smart choices and being successful and getting everything they want and need in life. But this isn't going to be easy for you to take. It's really not. If any of you have been in kind of a situationship, I think that this person is trying to let you down easily. And what you need to know is they are maybe talking to someone else behind your back. They're thinking about money and resources. They will push you off. They will blow you off. If you've sent them a message, I think you're waiting for them to respond. And the more time goes by and the more they avoid it and block it, the more it's going to hurt you. Some of you, a person is about to like completely friend zone you and you're like, I don't even think we can be friends. For others of you, you need to understand something about a partner that you're with. They have a family that they can't really always trust. They also have this wonderful optimistic side about like money and finances and career, but they also have some traits that I feel like they put on rose-tinted glasses sometimes, and you're like, I don't know about this. The Page of Swords, like, I appreciate your expectations. Like, you may just need to be there for a person when they have disappointment. You're going to have to choose your words very, very carefully. Don't say, I told you so to them. You know, remember, Leo, don't say, I told you so. Be kind and gentle. It's just because, Libra, you see things that they don't see. Like, you're you maybe think a little bit more black and white than they do, and you just see some things logically that they don't. It's going to be really hard for them if that's the case. Others of you need to accept the fact that you're a great friend to this person, but that's it. And just accept that you're friends. A part of me wants to do an extended even though there's no reason to, which just means there's more downloads coming through for you guys. I will do an August reading for you, but I have to prepare for that with a lot of deep meditation so I can get downloads for the full 4 weeks. So that will come this week, the end of July, but that's love and life for the next few days, wrapping up July. Okay, Libra, link to the websites down below for private readings. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra Nation. I love you guys. I'll see you.